Have you ever woken up from a dream so vivid, so terrifying, that it felt like a warning from the universe itself? Like the world was trying to shake you awake not just from sleep, but from the haze of everyday life. That's what happened to me one ordinary night, and it changed everything. I'm Emily, a 22-year-old college student from a small town, living a pretty typical life: classes, coffee runs, hanging out with friends, scrolling through endless feeds. No big beliefs, no religion really. I grew up in a family that didn't talk much about faith. It started like any other night. I'd been out with my friends earlier, laughing over pizza, sharing stories about our crushes and future plans. My besties, Sarah and Mia, were there, along with a few others from our group. Sarah's the adventurous one, always pushing us to try new things, and me is the quiet thinker who keeps us grounded. We crashed late, and I fell asleep scrolling on my phone. The dream began at first. It was paradisy. Found myself in this breathtaking valley, surrounded by towering mountains capped with snow, lush green fields stretching out like a painting come to life. The air was crisp, filled with the scent of wildflowers, and there was this incredible sense of peace, like nothing could go wrong. And the best part, all my friends were there, not just the current ones, but old ones too, from childhood and high school, people I'd lost touch with over the years. We were all together, reunited in this magical place. We hugged, laughed, took silly selfies even in a dream, and decided to explore. "Come on, let's hike up that path," Sarah yelled, her eyes sparkling with excitement. We followed a trail that led to a narrow bridge spanning a massive chasm, a deep, shadowy abyss that seemed to swallow the light. The bridge looked sturdy at first, like an ancient stone path inviting us across. Some people were already crossing it, chatting casually, but as we stepped onto it, something shifted. The ground trembled faintly, like a distant rumble. I glanced around and noticed a few folks nearby acting strangely, arguing, spreading rumors, chasing quick thrills without a care. It felt off, like their negativity was poisoning the air. Then, slowly at first, cracks appeared in the earth ahead. The bridge started crumbling piece by piece, tumbling into the void below. Panic hit us like a wave. "Run!" Mia screamed, grabbing my hand. We turned back, but the collapse was spreading, earthquakes of destruction ripping through the valley, swallowing the mountains, the fields, everything we thought was eternal. My heart pounded as we sprinted, lungs burning, fear clawing at me. The world was ending right before our eyes, friends falling away into the darkness, screams echoing. Sarah, Mia, and I clung together, the only ones left from our group. "This can't be real," I gasped, tears streaming. But in that chaos, a memory flickered in my mind, something I'd read once in a book during a random world religions class. It was from an ancient text, talking about a day when everything would perish, when the earth would shake and split, and it would be too late for regrets. Sarah, who'd always been curious about different cultures, whispered, "I remember that too, from the Muslims' holy book. It said Qiyamah, the day of judgment, would come, and all would be destroyed. Nothing lasts forever, and no one's pleas would be heard then." We froze for a second, the words hanging in the air like a lifeline. "It feels like that's happening now," Mia added, her voice trembling. "Like we've reached that point where it's all gone, line. But maybe there's still a chance." Desperation turned to action. We started reciting the words we'd vaguely learned about, a simple declaration. "There is no God but God, and Muhammad is his messenger." We said it once, then again, our voices shaky at first. "La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah," over and over, repeating it like a mantra as the ground kept crumbling around us. With each repetition, a strange calm washed over us, peace seeping into our hearts amid the terror. It wasn't magic. It was like surrendering to something bigger, finding solace in the storm. We kept chanting, louder, holding hands tighter, even as the abyss edged closer. The words became our anchor, pulling us through the fear, until I jolted awake, drenched in sweat, my heart racing in the dim light of my room. The dream was over. but its grip lingered. I sat there, replaying it all, the beauty, the collapse, the words that saved us in that moment. That book we'd mentioned, it was the Quran. I dismissed it before as just another religious text, but now it felt alive, relevant. I grabbed my phone and searched for those verses, reading about the end times, about accountability, mercy, and a path to peace. It resonated so deeply, addressing the emptiness I'd felt but never named. Weeks passed after that dream, but its echo never left me. It was like a whisper always in the back of my mind, reminding me of the crumbling earth, the abyss, and the peace we'd felt when saying those words, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. I couldn't ignore it anymore. Neither could Sarah or Mia. One evening, we finally decided, let's visit a mosque. It was a small building at the edge of town, simple, quiet, with soft golden light glowing from inside. As we walked in, a wave of calm washed over Moin, like the loud chaos of the outside world. Here there was silence, not empty silence, but silence that carried weight, peace, and presence. We were welcomed warmly by a kind woman who noticed our nervous visage, didn't ask questions, didn't judge. She just smiled and guided us into the prayer hall. Smelled faintly of clean carpets and wood polish, and the walls had verses of Quran written in beautiful Arabic calligraphy. I felt my chest tighten. This is real. I thought him standing at the threshold of something eternal. We sat in a small circle with the Imam. A gentle man with a calm voice explained what the Shahada meant, that it wasn't just words, but a testimony from the heart. To say, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, means you declare that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. Whoever truly believes and lives by it, Allah promises paradise. My eyes welled up. Sarah squeezed my hand. Mia held the other. We all looked at each other and knew we were ready. The Imam asked us to repeat after him, slowly, with full heart. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasulah. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his servant and messenger. Our voices trembled at first. My throat felt heavy, as if a lifetime of doubt and emptiness was breaking away with every word. But as we repeated it again, our voices grew steadier. By the third time, we were crying tears of relief, joy, surrender. It felt exactly like the dream. Fear turning into peace, chaos turning into calm. But this time, it wasn't just a dream, it was reality. When the Shahada ended, people around whispered, Allahu Akbar, God is the greatest. The sound echoed in my heart like thunder and melody at the same time. Sarah broke down sobbing, whispering, we're finally home. Mia smiled through tears, saying, I feel like I've been searching for this my whole life. As for me, I couldn't stop smiling. The emptiness I'd carried for years, the late night scrolling, the shallow laughs, the endless distractions suddenly felt meaningless. For the first time, my soul felt full. We prayed our very first prayer together that evening, standing shoulder to shoulder, bowing and prostrating before Allah. The same God who had shown me that terrifying dream had also given me the path out of it. Now, life feels like a gift. Every prayer connects me to Allah. Every page of Quran feels like it's speaking directly to me. I no longer chase likes or empty moments. I chase purpose, peace, and closeness to the one who created me. And I realize now that dream wasn't just a nightmare, it was a mercy, a wake-up call, a door that led me from darkness to light. So if you're reading this, maybe it's not just my story, maybe it's your call too. Because everything in this world will perish, our laughter, our fears, our possessions, even our bodies, but Allah's truth will never fade. And in that truth, I finally found my home.